Hello, 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 and welcome to Bnadna Reviews. I'm your host, Bnadna, and let us begin. Um, so today we are reviewing the Amazing Spider-Man. The reboot of the Spider-Man movie franchise by Sony, and well, right, yeah, that's really basically it. It's a retelling of the beginning of Spider-Man, a little bit more accurate. I mean, more faithful retelling to the original series. It takes a little bit from the Ultimate Comics line, but mostly it's a pretty accurate, a lot more accurate, at least a lot more accurate than the original ones. Well, yeah, a lot more accurate, I would say. Um, this one focuses like while the first film, like at least the Spider-Man franchise, movie franchise of Tobey Maguire, by and helmed by Sam Raimi, the original ones, focused on mainly like the first film and focused on his becoming Spider-Man. Then it showed him a little bit. He was still in high school though, but by like I don't know, maybe like the second half of the film, he was out of high school and was working at Daily Bugle. This film is totally him in high school, so and the love interest is Gwen Stacy. The one of the original love interests in the Spider-Man comics, at least before Mary Parker. I mean, not Mary Jane. Sorry, not Mary Parker. Mary Jane. You know, but however, most people remember from the first one it was Mary Jane, but this one it's Gwen Stacy. So yeah, this is a reboot. It's a little bit, I guess darker and edgier. A little bit, not really that much. But yeah, it's pretty good. I was actually, when I heard about it, I was kind of pissed off. Like, cause I was thinking, are y'all seriously rebooting the franchise this early? I mean, let it rest a little bit. I mean, you gotta milk that cow for all it's worth. I mean, dang, it's freaking starving. Feed it first. But when then I saw the trailers, I was like, nah, forget this. Forget this. But I went and saw it. And I was pleasantly surprised. This was a great, not great movie. I wouldn't say great. I might be over exaggerating rather. It's a good movie. It's it. The villain for this movie was the Lizard. Kirk Connors. Kind of played a little bit differently than the original, because in the original Spider-Man, at least the first three Spider-Man movies, Kirk Connors was his professor. That is not the case here. They do have some history together. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but the relationship isn't as close as say in Spider. Like if they had continued with the Spider-Man movie franchise before, and the Lizard showed up, that would have been, I think, would have worked a little bit better. Not that this didn't work well at all, because it would have worked better then, because they had a history together. You knew the character more. But that's something that's nothing I can fault this movie, honestly. And the way I think they're gonna go with it is pretty interesting, and I think that is what the original movie should have done. But yeah, yeah, but yeah, I can't fault this movie for not having obviously having three movies to flesh out a character and make you care about the relationship. I kind of did care about the relationship though, because I this Lizard, I didn't. He wasn't really so much of a bad person as he made a couple of bad decisions. He made a couple of bad decisions, and it's not like he was pure evil or really evil at all. He was. It was kind of like stuff happened. He made split decisions and things happened. I kind of didn't feel like I feel like he could come back later in the film franchise and be a good guy, and I want to be like, oh, this guy's a good guy. He's insane. He's a psychopath. Get rid of him. It wouldn't be like completely out of his picture. And even the movie, it shows that he's kind of a good person. Giving the villain a kind of more human portrayal. Like he might be a bad guy. I mean, obviously he's doing something that's not right. What he does is not right, but you kind of understand where he's coming from, and you kind of understand why, and you kind of I sympathize with him. That's always good. Like I really sympathize with him. Like I didn't want him to get hurt, honestly. I mean, I kind of wanted him to have a happy ending. You want him to have a. I want him to have a happy ending. And I think that's pretty good for a villain. You know, like there's some villains like say the Joker, which you want to like. You hate him, but you just want to keep watching him, But there's like basically with the Joker, there's no redemption for him. There's no redemption. That there's no coming back from what he's done, and he doesn't want to really come back, of course, the Joker. But this guy's kind of feel like he himself hasn't realized what he's become kind of a monster. He hasn't realized he's become something not great, not good. He still thinks he's a good guy. He thinks he's helping people, and I like that kind of flavor, to kind of showing your villains as more than just complete psychopaths. Not that I mean they both have their places, but I felt that worked really well, at least for this character, and definitely for the lizard. That's kind of his character role in like even the original comics and stuff. Kirk Connor's a good guy. The lizard is a bad guy. You know, what can he do? But yeah, and also let's talk about the guy who plays Spider Peter Parker in this film. I forgot Andrew Garfield, I think, something like that. I thought he did a good job. Kind of captured the humor of Spider-Man a little bit more in this film. I felt, because Spider-Man is always kind of a funny guy. He always had those stupid, annoying wisecracks that piss everybody off. Always piss off all the other heroes. Ooh, sorry. And I felt that kind of was portrayed in this film pretty accurately. Damn, I heard. But yeah, I thought he did a good job. He's kind of angsty a little bit at the beginning, which was kind of like, okay, really, man, you're grow up. Like, honestly, at parts, but I feel he got over that pretty quickly. It really, I think he took the character in a better place. I mean, I'm not going to say he's better than Tobey Maguire. I'm not going to say that at all. I liked him excellently in those movies, but I like what they did with him in this movie. His family, I liked what they did with him too, with Aunt May and Peter Parker. I mean, you can't go wrong with having Martin Sheen as your Uncle Ben. I don't know why I said Peter Parker. I meant Uncle Ben. I mean, really. But I felt it was a good. Felt that all the people did great acting. Storyline was pretty good. Some things weren't kind of dropped. Some plot lines were kind of just dropped, which what the fuck, they could have cut off that more. Of course, had an ending which planned for a sequel. That was just going. Obviously, there's going to be a sequel. I mean, it's fucking Spider-Man. What more can I say? What more do I have to say? He's the flagship of Marvel. So obviously Sony's gonna want to soak that bandwagon up. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but is what it is. It's what it is. I do think it was worth for them to make this movie. I felt there's kind of some love put into this film. There's some, it wasn't just a cash in. I mean, at least for the people making the movie. Obviously, for Sony, it was cash in, but for the actual people making the film, it wasn't just, oh, let's just do this to get our paycheck and go home. No, they actually give a crap about it, and I respect them for that, and I respect the movie, and I would definitely, obviously, it's out of theaters now, but when it comes out, I would definitely recommend buying it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever you have, buying it on iPod, buying it on iTunes, whatever. But yeah, it was a good movie. I recommend it. Thumbs up. Haven't really seen that many bad movies this summer. Of course, I'm only going to movie theater like 3 times, so I've kind of chosen. I guess all the movies I've at least I've done reviews for have all been in a franchise which have historically good movies. But I would say this is a good summer. This is a good summer for films. Lots of movies. I haven't seen The Dark Knight yet. Don't know why, but this is a good film year. Good summer for films, and hopefully the rest of the year can match that.